Okay, this is the newborn exam. I need a better baby, but this one's gonna have to do for now. So first thing would be to listen to the baby's respirations and heart rate. I need a pediatric stethoscope, but again, this one's gonna have to do. So for a full minute, in different areas of the chest, above the nipple line and below on each side. Normal respirations are between 110 and 160. Oh, I'm sorry, that's heart rate. Respirations are between 40 and 60. So once that was done, we would just begin the exam starting from head to toe. Some people like to measure first if the baby's quiet. I kind of just go by taking the baby's cues. So let's assume the baby's quiet now, then we'll begin measuring. This is a pseudo measuring tape because I can't find mine right now, and my son's nice enough to film this for me. So I'm going to just mark the length of the head to the toes and kind of straighten out the knee here, and then document in centimeters the length of this baby. Then we're gonna go ahead and do the head. We have paper tape at the birth center that I work at, and I can't stand it. I prefer cloth. So measuring the head circumference in centimeters, and then we move down to the chest, right about at the nipple line, and measure that in centimeters, and then down to the abdomen. And once we have those measurements, we document them. Now I'm gonna just begin from head to toe, and first checking the fontanelles and making sure that there's no bulging or signs of dehydration, which would be like sunken fontanelles. And then I'm going to just look over the baby's skin tone and flexion, look at the eyes, make sure they're symmetrical, see if there's any redness or signs of jaundice present. Look at the nose. At this point, I would probably put a glove on. I would look at the ears, make sure the ears are symmetrical. And then I would put my pinky finger in the newborn's mouth to feel for, to see if their tongue protrudes past their gum line, and make sure the frenulum, there are no issues with that. Check their suck, and while I'm doing that with my other hand, I would block each side of the nostril just to make sure that they're able to breathe out of the nose. I'd probably take the glove off then and move down to check the clavicles, make sure that they are intact. Looking at the palms, noticing any creases that might go all the way across, which can be a sign of Down syndrome. Then I would again put on my stethoscope and listen for bowel sounds. We'll say that they're present in this newborn, and we can keep moving down. We talked about femoral pulse, which the Pulse Ox does now for us, so we don't tend to do that much, but if you wanted to, you could check that here. And then we go on to check the hips. So this little baby doesn't bend its legs, but we put our finger on the back of the hips and press in and down, and then rotate the hips to make sure there's no clicking or issues. I guess next thing that I would do is turn this baby over, and usually they can crawl a little bit. I'll check the spine and make sure the spine is fine. Look at the rectum and make sure it's patent, and other reflexes that we can check on this baby are the rooting reflex. If you touch its cheek, it'll turn towards it. The Moro reflex, which usually you just notice when they flail their arms out, but you can also do it that way. And the Babinski, where they curl their toes, and Palmar grasp, where they squeeze onto you, and then we do our fingers alongside their foot and their toes flare. That's another reflex. So I think that's about it at this point for this baby. We would put him on the scale and get his weight, and then do the pulse ox, which it should be at 96 or above. Thanks.